There's definitely like highs where you can make like a whole bunch of money, and then there's like times where it's like really dry. Like the COVID is a very great example where it was like everything was so great, which I'm sure that was like for everyone, but everything was like going so great, and then all of a sudden it's like boom, you have like nothing. So it's definitely highs and lows, but it's worth it.
Wow, that was powerful how you said in business you have your highs and lows, and I totally agree with that. As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, we have our drought season, we have our raining season, we have our like season where we make a lot of money, and I think a lot of people don't understand that in business you're gonna have your highs and your lows.
Yes.
Business go through drought. Sometimes you may be making the most money, sometimes you may making like you're taking a break with the money. So it's like you have to know that business have highs and lows. So what would you do in the process of having your business go through the high and low? What would you tell somebody that go through that?
I would say definitely just withstand it. I would say definitely like keep God. I'm going to keep talking about God this whole time because that's really what I feel like helps me between having like, you know, someone that's supportive like my mom and my dad. God is definitely a big, big help. So I think just keep your faith, continue to pray, continue to work as hard as you can and find other things that you can do. When maybe like your makeup business is low, I have hair. I can try to go do hair. When my hair is low, I can do makeup, or you expand yourself as well and try to find other avenues too. But,
wow, that's good. A question I want to ask you. I love your name. It's we spoke about it before. Awaken Dreams, right?
Yes.
Why Awaken Dreams? Because you could have just called yourself just Makeup By, or you know, make up something, but you came up with Awaken Dreams. Why that name?
So funny story, actually. So this business is me and my mom's business, and she actually came up with the name. I had nothing to do with it, so I'm not even gonna steal her props. This was like when I was younger. I was like 16, and so I just like, oh, Awaken Dreams sounds cute. Let's do it. But really, I feel like it really resonated with both of us because my mom actually has the same exact like gifts as me. She does hair, she does makeup, well, only on me, but she has those gifts. She just never pursued it. And so I feel like, honestly, like God gave it to us. It was something that was started with her, and then it was brought back to me. And now I feel like God basically used me to help her to get back into her dream and eventually inspire others to do the same thing.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Thank you.
That reminds me of me and my mom. I call my mom my momager. It's like when anybody see me, they see her. When they see her, they see me. And I love that to know, like, you know, mother and daughter working with each other, being business partners and so forth. I'll share my experience also, but I would like you to share, how is it working with your mom?
I feel like it's pretty good. I think definitely same thing as business in general. There's highs and lows. I would say definitely we don't agree all the time. And most of the time we're like bumping heads. But when we actually start to like get on the same accord and like, it's really nice. Like everything is really good because we're both very creative. So I feel like we're able to do like a lot of things. We're stronger definitely together than apart, but it can be tough because we have strong personalities. And I would say we're the same, but also very different. So
I love it.
It's hard, but it's fun.
We're stronger together. So like, that's the same thing. We could be a movement by ourselves, but we're stronger together. Shout out to all the moms. Shout out to your mom. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to all the momagers out there that's believing in their kids and pushing them forth. And I just love it. Shout out to all the moms.
Yes.
But another thing I wanted to go forth with Awaken Dreams. You know, that's the same thing with me. My mom actually, you know, helped me. It was certain things that I slept on and wanted to do business. But my mom had to awaken me of starting my business, you know, because it was certain things like, I know I'm talented. I know I'm gifted. I'm creative. But it's like certain times I may not have that push. I'm going to be honest. At the beginning, before I started my brand Level Up, I was just in a depression stage. So I didn't have the push. And it was my mom who pushed me and was like, wait a minute, that's a movement. Like, you should do something with that brand. And at the beginning, I didn't want to hear it. I'm like, no, mom, I don't want to sell shirts. And she kept on staying on me, telling me I should sell and do so forth. And that's how I am here today. So that's why I could see where you're coming from. When you said, oh, my mom helped me with my name, I related to that because my mom usually, too, she helped me with certain colors or certain ideas or names, too. She actually helped me with my foundation name, Destiny Awaits You Foundation. So that's how I related to you. But, yes, the moms always pushing us.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yes. So with Awaken Dreams, I like that name. You know, you and your mom collaborated together with coming up with the name. But to me, it was very powerful because it's not just about, when I heard Awaken Dreams, I don't just take it as makeup or just cosmetics. I felt like it's like, to me, when I heard it, I was like, wow, she have a powerful name, Awaken Dreams. It's like you're basically telling somebody to wake up.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Wake up.
Yes.
Yes, it's time to awaken. Wake up. You have dreams to fulfill. You can no longer be sleeping.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes. That's why I wanted, like, that's why I was like, we got to talk about that. That's a big topic, because it's like, you have a movement. You're not just doing cosmetic. You're not just doing makeup. You're actually inspiring others to wake up and pursue their dreams. So I want you to go more like in depth with that. I know we established the name and so forth, but what do Awaken Dreams mean to you?
Awaken Dreams definitely means like you said, a spiritual awakening, and not just in the aspect of just like the physical, like I just said, the spiritual awakening. So I feel like Awaken Dreams has really helped me, because I've always felt like I was different, and you know, I just didn't understand why, and it was like always a little bit uncomfortable. But I think this like gave me like a purpose to kind of push. So similar to what you were saying, like, you know, you weren't always feeling so great, and you know, I feel like this like excited me. It pushed me to do it, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a quitter. I quit at everything, and I feel like if I don't want to do something, I don't do it. But this is the only thing that I've ever been actually passionate about, and I've never quit. I've never thought about quitting. So I feel like it's definitely my purpose and what God, like truly what God gave to me to do. So I feel like that motivates me, and that's what, you know, makes me have some comfort about it. But that's basically what I feel about it.
So that's where we're not a quitter. We got dreams to pursue.
Right.
We have dreams to pursue. So another thing I want to say, so when did you start, like how did you start doing makeup and hair?
So I've always been really, I guess you could say gifted. Not I guess. I've always been very gifted in that area. I've always been very interested. And like I said, my mom, she would do her own hair and makeup. She would do mine. So I feel like it was something that was always around me. So I was very interested in it. I actually wanted to be like a pediatrician. So this is very different. So I thought I wanted to be a pediatrician because, like, you know, the world kind of molds you into thinking you have to be like a lawyer, doctor, or something. So it was literally like one day my mom's like, well, what do you really want to do? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. And she's like, well, what are you always doing? And I really stepped back and I thought about it. I'm like, okay, I'm always doing like makeup and stuff. So really it started off with hair. I just liked always to change my hair a lot. Like if you knew me in high school, I would change my hair like every day, every week. So it would start off with me doing my hair and doing it myself because I couldn't wear makeup yet. And then when I turned 16, I was able to wear makeup, and I realized that I actually liked that better. So people would ask me in high school, like, hey, could you do it? And I never thought about like really being a makeup artist, but they would ask me to do it. And so I would do someone's hair, do someone's makeup, and I'm like, oh, this is fun. So really, it wasn't supposed to go the way that it did, but I think it was supposed to go that way. So,
it was destined. Wow. It's usually like the things that we just got a passion for, a hobby. We just think we're just doing it for fun, but really that's something that we actually can have a passion and make profit for.
Right.
Yes, right. So that's amazing. I love it. And with that, I've been following you for a while. I would say you take your makeup to another level. Yes, it's like you're very creative, like, you know, so how like you can do a natural beat, you can do any type of makeup, but it's just like it's creative. Your makeup is very creative. And that's one thing I love that you always do. How do you go about getting the ideas of doing makeup, or like how do you, like when you're dealing with a client that you know you want to take this route and so forth, where do you get your creativity from? I know don't share all your secrets, but you know, how do you get creative?
Yes. Okay. So basically, really, to be honest, like my creativity really, I guess, flows more so when what is the word I could say? When I'm like, not distracted, but like, oh my gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? When I'm like upset, maybe that's like when I feel like, oh my gosh, this is not working out, I don't like it. Because typically what I do is I'll like maybe see someone else that they did something, and I'm like, oh, this is cool, and I'll either start doing it and I'll copy the look, or I'll start to be like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, and like my brain starts taking me somewhere else and I'll do something else. But typically my best work comes from when I'm like kind of annoyed, like, oh my gosh, it's not coming out how I want it to come out. And really, it's really weird, but that's when my best work comes out. Because I really, like I said, I'm like a quitter. So I'm really good at drawing. And I used to draw when I was younger. But because I'm such a perfectionist, when it didn't come out that way, I'm like, I don't want to do it. So I think I would say I get my inspiration. It's like all in my head. I can see something and then just kind of start going, woo, like all over the place.
That explains why you used to draw. So it's like you bought art with
Mm-hmm.
makeup, and then here you
Mm-hmm.
have it. You have a big creation. Is makeup and art at the same time.
Yes.
I wish, I'm so like mad. I wish I took pictures so I could show the viewers the live your makeup, your work.
Oh, it's okay. They
But
can
well,
go
they're
check
gonna
it
get
out.
to see. They're
Yeah.
gonna check it out. They're gonna check it out. But
Mm-hmm.
what I mean, her makeup is like amazing. Like she take it to another level. You guys have to go and check out her page. Have
Thank
to.
you.
Speaking of makeup, I know we're gonna get into the makeup tutorial, and
Yeah.
you're gonna share a few makeup tips with the viewers and listeners. So, what would you be showcasing today with us?
Okay, so today I'm actually going to do a natural look. It's gonna just be like a golden smoky eye, very quick like process, really like 3 steps as far as the eyeshadow goes, because as you can see, I kind of have makeup on already. But I'll be showing you guys how to do a quick, simple, like glam look on with my eyeshadow. So it's gonna be probably like a gold smoky eye.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yes.
So let's see it. You have it here with none other Briyanna. She's going to be doing a tutorial with us, and I'm so excited because I'm gonna be honest, I do not know how to do makeup, so I'm interested to learn also.
Yay.
So let's get to it.
Okay, let me see here back a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna be using my palette. This is actually a palette that's not out yet because, like I said, I haven't launched yet. So this is just a sample palette, but I'll show you guys what I'm using.
Okay.
So it's gonna be this palette. We're probably just gonna dabble in like the golds, but I'll show you which colors that I'm using.
Okay.
So
when can we be expecting the launch?
Probably, to be honest, within like the next 2 to 3 weeks. Within the next 2 to 3 weeks, yes.
All right, you guys stay tuned.
Yes, stay tuned. Yes, yes. So, okay, I'm not like your typical makeup artist. Most people, they'll put like concealer on their eyes or like primer. I don't do that.
Okay.
I just do like, it's very simple. It's quick, and I feel like it's more efficient this way, and you still get the same look, and it'll last. So I'm just going to get this brush. It's a fluffy brush. It's from MAC. So any brush that you have, you could actually get a brush like this as well. This is from Wet n Wild, but any brush that's like basically fluffy, sorry. So I'm gonna grab this brush, and you're gonna start with your transition color. So we would use this orange here. Typically a transition color would be like an orange or really light brown or something that's really soft. So it's just something like the word says, transition, to get you to the colors. So it's a base. Yeah. All right, so excuse my busted mirror, but we're gonna start. So I'm just gonna put my brush into this orange color that I showed you, and tap it off, and all you're gonna do is go here. So above the lid, basically, between the eyebrow and like your actual lid, you'll just go here. All right, so we're just gonna add it on, and I'm just doing circular motions like this.
Okay.
And I'm putting it all over this lid. And this is gonna be buildable because, as you can see, it's not very, very, very orange yet, and you don't want it to be too orange because that's really not what you're doing it for.
Yeah,
it's just kind of, like I said, something to just start off. So I'm going to do my other eye. I just grab the eyeshadow between my brow and my lid, and I'm going to do circular motions all across. So I'm probably going to do this 2 more times to get like a little pigment, a little more pigment. But make sure that you're really blending it out, like really good circular motions. Right. I do circles, and then I call it like circles and then windshield wipers. So like going like this. All right. So this is our first base, our first set. I'm going to go back in, and we're going to just repeat the same steps in circular motions, and then kind of like a windshield wiper here. Do it on my other eye. And let me know if I'm going too fast.
No, you're doing just fine.
Okay.
Okay, to the viewers, the listeners that's just tuning in right now to Level Up Live with special guest Briyanna. Right now, she's doing a quick makeup tutorial. So you want to make sure you share this live. I'm even tuning in right now. I'm looking because I need to take some notes also. So make sure you share, heart, share this live, and tell a friend to tune in right now because she's about to drop some gems also, and she's helping all of us out. That way we can beat our face.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so I just did it 2 more times, like I told you. So in total, we did 3 times with the transition color. I'm now gonna go in with that same Wet n Wild fluffy brush. I just like to call them fluffy brushes. They really
fluffy
brush. It's a blending brush, yes.
Okay.
So, okay, we're gonna go in now to a darker color, just more of a subtle brown. It's